Part 3, the mayor. We had a little problem at Common Council. You're lucky I don't go there too often because, oh my God, it drives me crazy. Just listen to all that.
Well, we wouldn't want to do that, so stay away.
We don't want to ruin you with my present every Monday. But I admire those reporters that stay there and listen to all this BS. But anyway, the issue of shale gas. Now, it came out of control with the Darcys and all that. But it looks like one side wants Common Council to say no to shale gas, but then there's nothing in Common Council, but the mayor says no to shale gas. So how can you explain that? It was debated this summer again.
Well, you know, I'm not so sure it's that major an issue, and you know, we'll see what council wants to do on it. I've spoken to the principals, and I've made it abundantly clear that we don't want exploration or shale gas drilling anywhere in the city. And I just, for the life of me, I can't imagine that happening. And somebody said something about the university. I would take a strong exception there. That's within the city as well. And I'm on the board of governors of the University of New Brunswick. And I would fight that there and take the city a stand just as much as I would by being down here.
They could drill in UNB and they could search under City Hall. You know what I mean? They drill and they could go horizontal.
Yeah, and there's nothing that I or council could say in the way of a motion that would prohibit that. If they're outside the city and they're going down at an angle and coming in.
Yeah. Are you concerned about, I know it's supposed to be a green city, but ain't you concerned about how people, like this province is so much in debt? And then they announced yesterday the mining companies think New Brunswick is a great place to do business. But at what cost? You can't replace water.
We are a green city. We are ranked in the top 5 of all the cities in Canada for reaching the plateau on greenhouse gas reductions. We are an example to the rest of the country on our Green Shops and Green Matters program. We have a 69% canopy of trees. We have a tree commission. We have dedicated and committed people who work on nothing but our urban forests. We've got beautiful parks. There will always be people that will come out and say we're not doing enough. Mm-hmm. Okay? I am one of those people who likes to be in the middle of politics. And when I say the middle, I'm talking about right here, where I believe the vast majority of people are. Not way off to the left, not way off to the right, where people are unreasonable. So, when somebody comes up and says to me that they have a problem with the city of Fredericton saying that you're an environmental steward, you're a green city, we're not perfect. And nobody is. We're a hell of a lot better than most other communities. We do put an effort forward. Our drinking water is as good as you'll find. It is safe. It was used as an example at the Walkerton inquiry as to how municipalities should do it.
It was?
Yes, it was.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it was. Our sewage, we have primary and secondary treatment. We don't have the spill-off water on the streets going in and mixing in with our sewage. It's primary and secondary treatment. We have got so much to be pleased and to be proud of in this community. However, we will never be able to convince and prove everybody. Even if we had 100% tree canopy, even if there was, you still would have people that would think that it's not enough. That's the extreme. And I go in the middle with the majority of people. I think we're doing a good job.
Have you found out, I asked you that 2 or 3 years ago, did you find out what comes out from that stack at UNB? That's the only environment problem that I see with the city, when I see that stack.
What would you say if I told you it might be steam?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Somebody made a story on it from St. Thomas, with some people getting sick
I don't know.
around that state.
Oh, no, I don't. Well, listen, you're the investigative
I
journalist
want-
and you're the blogger. You've been asking me for 3 years. I would suggest you're not doing your job.
I went there and I asked for a meeting, and they didn't reply to my email. Can you imagine? Moi, Charles LeBlanc. They want to do a
Well,
story.
sometimes you don't have to have a meeting. Sometimes you can call up and just ask the question.
Okay, Master, I will do that.
As a matter of fact, I will get the answer for you right after we're finished the interview, and then you can blog it.
Okay. No, I'm just
It's
curious.
the main heating plant for the university.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't look good. I don't think it's just steam.
Well, it's because of the vision of a smokestack, of course. I mean, you know, a smokestack doesn't look as good as a windmill, I guess.
How about the,
And you know, not only that, Charles, you talk about that and the impact that it has on the environment. Well, a few months ago, the World Health Organization came out with their list of best and cleanest air in the world. In the world. And Fredericton was number 8.
no.
So, you know, that gets me back to my point. Maybe we're not perfect, but there's a lot of places in the world that are a lot worse. And number 8's not too bad.
No.
So maybe without that stack up there, we might be number 6. I don't know.
Or maybe it's the hot air coming out.
I don't know what it
maybe
is.
it's the polluted air coming out from the mouth of politicians and just making
That
it.
could be. I wish it would be more hot air around here that would melt some of this snow.
Okay, Green City it is. Thank